How do we create a pivot table from an Excel spreadsheet? Let's do this. So if we're not already in Forms, we want to open up our Forms. So I went into Teams or Microsoft 365. I clicked Forms, and here you'll see all of your forms, both the ones that were shared with you and otherwise. If you see down here, you see my groups, and you can click on show more and it'll take you to all of our groups. If we go to LCAP Programmatic Assessment Team, we'll see all of the assessments that have been saved to this group, and we can go in and let's look at something. Okay, Advanced College Research Chapter 3. I'm going to open the form and I'm going to go to responses. And then down here, you'll see open in Excel. So let's open an Excel spreadsheet so we can look at the raw data. It downloaded to my computer. What I'm going to do is open that download. It should open. Is this it? Okay. This is it. You're going to enable editing. Might take a minute. Great. And now I'm actually going to save it into that LCAP programmatic assessment team so that everybody can access it who needs to, and also so that you can use the browser version of Excel, which I think is a lot easier to use. So we're going to go into File, Save As. David started the convention of adding like analysis, and I'm going to do test 1 because it is a test, and I'm going to save it to folder. Nope, that's not what I'm going to do. Oh, see how it says this PC? I'm going to save it to sites in Johnson and Wales, and then that takes you to your site, and you can think of the team as a site, a place where you can share, save, and access content by a group of people. So we're going to go to the LCAP Programmatic Assessment Team, Documents, General, and this data pipeline, which has, as you'll see, a bunch of analysis tests. And actually, David used file. So I'm going to add file test. And now this will be saved in the Teams area of the LCAP programmatic assessment. It'll be easy to access. I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to get out of here. And I am going to go back into Teams. And I'm going to find it there just because I want to make sure that's where it is saved. So remember, LCAP Programmatic Assessment Team, where there's only one sort of like channel that's general. We're going to go into Files, Data Pipeline, and then we can see this is that new Excel spreadsheet with the raw data from Advanced College Research Chapter 3 quiz. We're going to open it from here. I really like the browser version of it. And here's all of our data. Okay, bear with me. I've done this a few times. I'm going to try to sort of like remember and figure it out as we go. The first thing I'm going to do is name this sheet raw data or data. Okay, great. Next that we are going to do is insert pivot table from the table range. Okay. Insert pivot table. It's going to ask us a few questions. Do we want to put the table on this sheet or create a new one? I'm going to say we want to create a new sheet. And before we do anything, I'm going to rename it Analysis test one, you can rename it anything, right? Okay, so now how do we create that pivot table where we can compare sets of data? The first thing we want to know, so we want to know, let's say, how many, what are the average scores comparing the different colleges, right? So I know that those are all the way down at the bottom. And we want to click my major is in the, and you could just pick it up and put it in the rows. So now you see, okay, I did that right. I see College of Arts and Sciences. I see all of the different options. There's no grand total yet because we haven't chosen any other data to add. The next step is adding all of the questions that we want to see. Make sure that you choose points. Hello? Hi. Yes. Oh, okay. So kind of, oh, we never did it, and here is why. We were, was it June? I came in and I was nervous about these like weird little dots on her skin. And so Dr. Rafi was like, oh, let's do a quick iron test. And then depending on what those results are, we can get a whole workup. So we did the iron test and everything looked good. And then she was like, why don't you keep this whatever, just in case you want to get it done. And then we didn't want to get it done because we don't need to. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for following up with that. Sorry that I didn't say anything early. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay. Still recording.